Four games on tap in the association Monday, March 2nd. I've got them all for you. Buckle up, Jack. You're in the jungle. Off the jump, it's the best bet for today's show, the Daily Sizzler. It's the Denver Nuggets minus 11.5 at Utah. The Nuggets are in the second day of a back-to-back, but they lost two straight games. They're going to be pissed off. They had that emotional loss, physical loss against OKC where the Joker got in the fight with Jalen Williams. You all saw that. Yesterday, we were on Minnesota. That was my $5 favorite. Timberwolves plus 3.5 was a great spot for them. They lost at home to Minnesota. So that's two straight. And only 1.5 games separates four teams, Minnesota, Denver, Rockets, and Lakers, in the race for the 3rd through 6th seed in the Western Conference. So Denver is aggravated, and they want to win this game. They're the highest scoring team in the NBA. Utah is tanking, and they have a point differential of minus 13.2 per game over their last 5, in which they've lost all 5 straight out. They've already been fined for it. Don't overthink it. Denver minus 11.5 is today's Daily Sizzler. Now, I don't have a $5 favorite today because the slate is so small and so bad. And besides the Denver play, which I like a lot, and I'm playing personally, and so I've sent it out to my members as well, there's nothing I love enough to play on my card. So I'm not going to force anything. There's no $5 favorite today. Nothing I'm going to play personally besides that. Tomorrow's a much better slate in the NBA. So there's way more edges to be found on Tuesday. But if you're looking for picks for me in the remaining 3 games, of course I've done the work, and I'll give you my opinion on them. Rockets minus 15.5 at Washington, bless their heart. Rockets have had a difficult time covering big spreads, just 25% against this number of 15.5. But the teams they have covered this number against recently fit the same profile as Washington. They just beat Utah by 20 and Sacramento by 31. Similar teams, same profile teams. Washington has lost by more than this number of 15.5 in 3 of their last 4 games, to Charlotte and to the Hawks twice. I would lay it if you're going to play it with the Rockets. Boston minus 7.5 at the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, Boston is red hot. And besides Detroit, clearly the best team in the East. There are some question marks that need answers, though, in this game before we can properly handicap it. So let's run through some. First off, Jaylen Brown doesn't often play back-to-back games, especially against not great teams. He played last night, so we're not sure if he's suiting up in this one. Giannis is listed in the starting lineup for Milwaukee, but with a Q tag, questionable tag next to his name. If Giannis plays, I like the momentum that he brings Milwaukee, in which case I would take the Bucks with the points in the first quarter. If Giannis doesn't play, I like the Celtics full game. I like them up to minus 6.5 without Jaylen Brown. I like them up to 9.5 with Jaylen Brown. And the only other game on the slate today is the Clippers minus 1.5 at Golden State. Kawhi Leonard does not have a Q tag attached to his name yet, but he played last night. You know how the NBA is. Sometimes they wait a long time to let us know what's going on. Because, in my opinion, I don't think he's going to play. In my opinion, if the books thought he was going to play, this line would be closer to minus 4.5, minus 5. So, because the line is 1.5, I think Kawhi would sit out. That's my opinion. If he doesn't play, I like Golden State. Now, it's very hard to back them without Steph Curry, but they do have that win straight up at home over the Nuggets, February 22nd. They also beat Miami at home without Steph at the end of January. The last time the Clippers played on the road without Kawhi Leonard, they lost by 28 in Chicago to the Bulls. Not something you want to brag about. Keep an eye on the injury report. If Kawhi plays, I'm on the Clippers. If not, I like Golden State. You know, the late, great Johnny Cash once said, "The world is rough, and if a man's got to make it, he's got to be tough. The sports betting world is a jungle out there, and you got to be a gorilla. Be informed, be disciplined, be wise in all of your sports betting endeavors." I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.